Hey everyone, I'm on Pleasant Valley Road just south of Hammondsport, New York, where the Bath and Hamsport Railroad used to run. And I'm at the Pleasant Valley Winery, also the old Great Western Winery. And you're wondering, well, what's this got to do with trains? Well, the trains used to come here and bring cars years ago. And I want to show you something that's inside the Pleasant Valley Winery Museum that's got to do with trains. So let's go. All right, as you go down into the facility, this is the kind of the end of the line now for the Bath and Hamsport. They tore up the tracks past here. They go into Hamsport. But at one time, this was a hopping place. You can see it's all grown over. But the building's over there, so let's go inside and see something really cool related to trains. Okay, as you walk into the winery and you turn left, you'll see in the middle of the museum part this beautiful train layout, an HO scale of the Bath and Hamsport, and they always had the word Champagne Trail on their caboose. So you go to one side, there's a little switch you flick, and it'll make the train go around the entire layout, I think 2 to 3 times every hit of the switch. Oh, and I'm doing voiceover because they had commercial music playing in the background, so I didn't want any copyright issue. So instead of hearing the train sounds, you'll just hear my beautiful voice. So I try to give you a view of the entire layout. This kind of looks like the old Taylor wine facility. I could be wrong, but they had a lot of pipes and stuff going over the tracks in their facility. And I like this. This is a vineyard. Now, I grew up in Penn Yan, which isn't far from here, and there's vineyards everywhere. And here we come down to the other end. I'm not sure whose large home that is. What's interesting is they don't have a Bath and Hamsport locomotive, which I don't know when they built this, that wasn't available, but Atlas did make 2. And some more. These are actually buildings that were in, I think, Bath, if I'm remembering correctly. Sorry for the glare, but the whole thing is covered in glass, or surrounded by glass. I actually have that boxcar. And what's interesting is they got it going into a little tunnel. There are no tunnels in the Bath and Hamsport. Now there's the Bath and Hamsport station, which we'll visit later on. It's still standing. And there's the train. It is fun to walk around and have the train go flying by you. And there's some GEs, which they did have, I think, 2 of at one time. And then they switched to Elcos. And here's a bunch of stills I took. There's another view of the layout. And one of the old, I can't remember where this bottle was from, but it's I think it was a handout champagne bottle. But it's a beautifully done layout. And every time I come to this winery, I always make sure I check it out and run the train. I really like this shot. The train coming through a facility. And this is a nice little scene, just a little simple crossing with the old type of crossing. So if you do get a chance to come to Hamsport, oh, here's the old Bath Hamsport, well, they call it depot. And we'll go see the real one. I do have the kit. I've never made of that. Some more of the engines. And this is in the gift shop. There's also a nice gift shop at this winery, besides tasting in the museum. All right, wasn't that layout pretty cool? So let's take a look at the old Hamsport depot. It's on the south end of Keuka Lake. All right, as you saw in that layout, there was an HO version of this station, or depot, should I say, and it's on the end of Keuka Lake. And tracks used to run here, they tore them out. But luckily they saved the depot. Now it's a town building, I think the police station too. Oh, we get the top. Okay, I apologize for traffic noise, but it's kind of hard to film without it in the background. We're just south of Hamsport again on Route 54, which parallels the road that the winery with the train layout is. You can't miss this place. You look for the big transport plane. And this is the Glen Museum, and they own, or at least they have, part of the Bath and Hamsport Railroad. So let's go look at that. Okay, so at the outside of the entrance to the Glen Museum, they have the original Bath and Hamsport caboose. It's been repainted recently. And I don't know if we can go inside. I've gone in before. I don't know if it's unlocked right now. The thing is cool. Nice wood caboose. You don't see these very often. Yay, it's open. So there's all kinds of history in here. Railroad tools. Just scan real quick. Oops, sorry. Had a bee just buzz me. History of some trains, little layout. Cool, somebody cleaned that up. That was kind of a mess last time I was here. There's your cupola. But this thing ran many years on the Bath and Hammondsport. I'm going to include a link on the bottom of this video about the history of the Bath and Hamsport. I won't go into detail here. I'd make a long video and I won't bore you with that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And, you know, if you get a chance, I would suggest coming to the Glen Museum, because Glen is a very important person in aviation. He actually changed all our lives. And most people don't know who the guy is. And here's the other side. They didn't put the name on it. But yeah, it's cool to see still some remnants of the old Bath and Hamsport. Livonia, Avon, and Lakeville Railroad, which is known for its Elkos. And they have still one of the original Bath and Hamsport Elkos. This is number 5. A few years ago, number 4 was scrapped. And I actually could have bought the cab off number 4, but I had no place to put it. All right, I'm going to end this video with one of the favorite spots of mine as a kid. You can see the Bath and Hamsport ran through here. 4 tracks are all grown in. But this is the fish hatchery. And I always wanted to live in the house that was up here. I don't want to put too much of the house on video, but there it is. So I could live on the railroad tracks. But yeah, this is part of the, so they grow trout for the Finger Lakes. This isn't the main area. The main area is down that way. But it's cool to visit here too. I don't know if you can see them in there, but there's some big fish.